Beyond the sunset, a journey to the lands of the midnight sun. For most of humanity, the rhythm of life is dictated by the rising and setting of the sun. We wake with the dawn, work through the day, and as darkness falls, we retreat to our homes to find rest. This cycle feels like an absolute law of nature. However, if you travel far enough north toward the crown of our planet, this law is rewritten. Imagine returning home after a grueling 10-hour shift at the office. You are exhausted, your eyes are heavy, and you are craving the sanctuary of a dark room. But as you pull into your driveway at 11:30 p.m., the sky is a brilliant blue, the birds are chirping, and your neighbors are out mowing their lawns or having a barbecue. In 6 specific regions of the world, this isn't a fantasy, it is a seasonal reality known as the midnight sun. The science. Why does this happen? To understand why the sun refuses to set, we must look at the mechanics of our planet. The Earth does not sit perfectly upright as it orbits the sun. It is tilted on its axis at an angle of approximately 23.5 degrees. During the summer solstice, around June 21st, the northern hemisphere is tilted at its maximum angle toward the sun. For regions located within the Arctic Circle, latitudes above 66.5 degrees north, this tilt means that the sun never actually drops below the horizon during the Earth's daily rotation. Instead, it traces a giant circle in the sky, dipping toward the horizon at night before climbing again, without ever disappearing. 1. Norway, the crown of the midnight sun. Norway is perhaps the most famous destination for experiencing this phenomenon. Because of its extreme northern latitude and its jagged mountainous coastline, the visual effect is stunning. In places like Tromsø or the Lofoten Islands, the sun stays up from May to late July. For 76 days, the concept of PM and AM becomes irrelevant. The lifestyle. Norwegians embrace friluftsliv, open-air living. It is common to see people hiking mountains or kayaking through fjords at 2 a.m. Svalbard. If you go even further north to the Svalbard archipelago, the sun doesn't set from April 20th to August 22nd. This is the northernmost inhabited place on Earth, where polar bears roam and the sun remains a constant companion for nearly 4 months. 2. Iceland, the land of fire, ice, and eternal light. Iceland is a land of dramatic contrasts, volcanoes and glaciers sitting side by side. During the summer, the island experiences a period where the sun barely skims the horizon. While the sun might technically set for a few minutes in Reykjavik, the sky never gets dark. This is known as civil twilight. The Solstice Festival. Every year, thousands gather for the secret Solstice Music Festival, where bands play under a sky that looks like a permanent sunset. Nature at night. Imagine visiting the massive Skoga Falls waterfall at 3 a.m. In the summer, you can enjoy these world-class landmarks in total solitude with perfect natural lighting. 3. Canada, the vast northern frontier. Canada is the second largest country in the world, and its northern territories, Yukon, Northwest Territories, and Nunavut, are home to some of the most pristine wilderness on Earth. In places like Inuvik, the sun stays up for about 50 days during the summer. Indigenous culture. For the Inuit and other indigenous peoples, this cycle is deeply tied to their heritage. The long days are used for hunting, fishing, and preparing for the long, dark winters. The great outdoors. This is a prime time for gold panning in the Yukon or wildlife spotting, as animals are highly active during the long hours of daylight. 4. Sweden, the golden glow. Sweden offers a slightly different experience. While the far north, Swedish Lapland, sees the sun stay up for weeks, the rest of the country experiences white nights, where the sun sets very late and rises very early, leaving the sky in a state of golden twilight. Abisko National Park. This is one of the best places in Sweden to see the midnight sun. The clear skies and high elevation provide a perfect vantage point. Midsummer celebration. The Midsummer Festival is one of the most important holidays in Sweden. People wear flower crowns, dance around maypoles, and feast on pickled herring and strawberries, celebrating the peak of the light. 5. Finland, the land of 1,000 lakes. In Finland, the sun plays a game of hide and seek that lasts for months. In the northernmost part of Finnish Lapland, the sun stays above the horizon for 73 consecutive days. Recharging the soul. Finns believe that the long summer days are necessary to survive the brutal, dark winters. Silence and nature are highly valued. Cottage life. Most Finns retreat to summer cottages by the lake.
Because it never gets dark, you can swim in the lake, chop wood, or go fishing at any hour. The night feels like a soft, extended afternoon. 6. Alaska, USA, the last frontier. Alaska is America's gateway to the Arctic. The town of Utqiagvik, formerly Barrow, is the northernmost city in the U.S., and its relationship with the sun is extreme. The 80-day day. From mid-May to late July, the sun does not set. Residents often have to use blackout curtains just to trick their brains into sleeping. The trade-off. The reason this is so remarkable is the contrast. In the winter, this same town experiences polar night, where the sun does not rise for over 60 days. The psychological resilience of the people living here is incredible. Life without night, challenges and wonders. While the idea of eternal sunshine sounds like a vacationer's dream, living through it presents unique challenges. The circadian rhythm. The human body relies on a circadian rhythm, an internal clock that tells us when to sleep based on light. In these 6 countries, that clock gets confused. Melatonin, the hormone that makes us sleepy, is triggered by darkness. Without darkness, many people suffer from insomnia or a strange, hyperactive energy. Tourism and photography. For photographers, the midnight sun is the golden hour that never ends. Usually, photographers have only a few minutes at sunset to catch that perfect soft light. In these regions, that light lasts for hours, allowing for breathtaking cinematography and photography. The psychological impact. There is a sense of boundless freedom during the midnight sun. There is no rush to get home before dark. You can start a hike at 10 p.m. and reach the summit at midnight to see a landscape bathed in pink and orange hues. It creates a culture of spontaneity and energy that is found nowhere else on the planet. Conclusion. The midnight sun is a reminder of how diverse and mysterious our planet is. Whether it is the fjords of Norway, the volcanic plains of Iceland, or the frozen tundra of Alaska, these 6 regions offer a glimpse into a world where time feels suspended. If you ever find yourself in one of these places during the summer, don't look at your watch. Let the sun guide you. Just remember to bring an eye mask, because even in a land where the day never ends, the body eventually needs to dream.